Welcome back, everyone. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Bitcoin is having an identity crisis, and it's not subtle. Since the October 2025 highs, Bitcoin's market cap has shrunk by over $1 trillion. $1 trillion. That's not volatility. That's a narrative shift. And who's feeling it? Retail holders? Millions of long-term hodlers are now underwater again. Institutions, BlackRock, and Fidelity. Spot ETFs see multi-week outflows instead of inflows. Miners? Profitability at 14-month lows. Hash rate holding, but margins tightening. And analysts? Bloomberg, CryptoQuant, and Glassnode, all using the same phrase, a $1 trillion identity crisis. That's not Twitter drama. That's institutional research desks. So, what actually happened? Bitcoin dropped below 60,000 earlier this month. That was February 3rd through 6th. Heavy liquidation. Asia leverage unwound. Binance and Coinbase saw aggressive volume spikes. Yes, we bounced back into the mid-60s. Low 70s briefly, but it's been a weak bounce. No conviction, no surge in ETF inflows, no corporate treasury buying wave, no Michael Saylor moment, just stabilization. And where did the pressure come from? Macro, Washington, D.C. tariffs, Wall Street, tech earnings uncertainty, Federal Reserve hawkish tone, and AI spending doubts. Investors rotated into gold, into bonds, into cash. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Bitcoin did not behave like digital gold. It behaved like a high beta tech stock. When risk assets sold, Bitcoin sold harder. That's the identity problem. So why does this matter? Bitcoin's brand for years has been inflation hedge, safe haven, digital gold. But during a tariff escalation, during inflation uncertainty, during global macro stress, gold rallied. Bitcoin dropped over 40% from highs. That disconnect is what analysts are debating right now. Now, where could this go? Short term, if macro stays ugly, a retest of 58 to 62,000 is very possible. That zone has already been tested once. Markets like to revisit liquidity. Medium term, a real bottom likely forms when two things happen. ETF inflows return and realized losses slow down. Capitulation must transition into accumulation. We are not clearly there yet. Long term, if regulation stabilizes, if the Clarity Act progresses, if Bitcoin reclaims a clear role in global finance, then yes, the digital gold narrative can rebuild. And when it rebuilds, it can move violently to the upside. But narrative recovery takes time. Right now, Bitcoin isn't broken. It's being questioned. And markets hate uncertainty more than they hate bad news. We'll know the identity crisis is ending when capital stops leaving and starts choosing Bitcoin again.